Hello. I can hear you all good. You're like peeking onto the screen on my end. So let me adjust how you look real quick. There we go. There we go. You're right beside me. You can be like a little bag on my coat. There we go. I got the Jacka badge.
15 minutes and they could not hear me. I'm going to be so pissed.
Oh no!
Okay.
Hopefully everyone here can hear you. Let me all know if you can't hear Jacka for some reason, but
Discord seems to have been doing it properly. I think I might have been talking the nothing for 15 minutes. Fuck. I mean,
no!
My chat can let me know, but OBS did not show it was picking up any audio. And I've been having headphone problems recently, so we shall see.
Oh no!
Oh, I forgot to message my Discord about starting stream. Made the announcement, but did not.
No worries.
Announcements.
Also, Lemon, welcome. It's good to see you, and congrats on beating Library of Runeterra. Jacka's a little loud. I can turn Jacka down if need be.
Boom. There we go. Hearing only now? Fuck! Oh my god. I had so many things to say before. That's why chat was being quiet, wasn't it?
It's alright. It's been a scuff night for us both. Chat disappeared for like 10 minutes for me. Thank you for the heightened posture, Toa!
But, yeah. I currently, have your chat up on screen, so our chats should be able to say hi to each other, at least on my end.
Awesome! Let's go! I'll bring yours up on screen when I switch over to Limbus, but I tried to pull up your YouTube, and then I realized I couldn't have the music in the background. Because I use YouTube for music, so you'll all get to see Jacka's chat very soon. But I can put your YouTube in my Twitch chat for all of you to go see. If any of you don't know Jacka, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you do know at this point, Jacka, do you want to introduce yourself to everyone here?
Yes, hello. I am also a Project Moon tabletop RPG creator. I don't run any like long-term games at the moment, but you can see my custom system on LinkedIn, just about every video on my channel. Stars of the City. Most of you, I think, are familiar at this point. But yeah. And for those of you who don't know Cinna, which is probably none of you, but if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself nonetheless.
Absolutely. I'm Cinna, everyone. Cinnafaun, you can just call me Cinna. I'm the co-creator of The Fifth Trumpet, and I'm the DM for the Fifth Trumpet Project Moon TTRPG campaign, which we're returning in a week and a half now, which I'm super excited for. I mainly do Project Moon TTRPG content, and I love getting to chat with everyone. Also, take care, Monarch. Wonderful seeing you. And Monarch saying that they would love to see ways to make your own modules in Stars of the City.
Yeah, well, I mean, making your own modules would really just be homebrew. There's not really a way to systemize that sort of thing. They might mean bases. Bases, I've had a lot of, requests to make customizable. But ultimately there are some balancing issues with that.
No, that makes sense. That would be fun to have those customizations. Also, Rave! Oh my gosh! I'm so happy Ariel's on your island. That's so cute. And have fun writing the fic. I can't wait to read it. And Callie, welcome in. I have finished the Intervallo. It was so awesome, and I had a lot of fun with it. Also, thank you, Toa, for sharing the one shot that Jacka and I did together. It was an absolute blast.
Yeah.
I've been very lucky to get to do quite a few one shots at this point
Yep.
with you,
I
actually.
think we've
So,
done 3 so far.
yes.
Maybe 2.5, depending on how you count them, but just because the Green Mage one-shot has been split into a 2-shot, and so we'll be finishing that. I don't think we've formally announced the date just because we don't want to finalize it, but I think what we're thinking is late next week, right?
Yes, our plan we're thinking is next Friday, everyone. So that's a tentative, but we're thinking we're going to be continuing it then. And yes, Jacka and I have been in free one shots together. There was the Stars of the City Fifth Trumpet crossover that I DM'd. Jacka was a player in. There was Time Heist. Jacka DM'd that I was a player in. Jacka was a player in the first one. I DM'd it. I was a player in the second one. Jacka DM'd it. And the third one, we were both players together with Green Mage being the one to run that one and DM it.
Yep, and I am hopefully going to be able to put more together somewhat soon, but unfortunately, just general life stuff, plus burnout, plus everyone having crazy schedules this time of year have made it a little bit difficult, but...
No, totally understandable. Also, Smiling Man, welcome in, welcome in. It's so good to see you. But yeah, no, I feel that. I have some. Also, Green Mage, welcome in, welcome in. It's so good to see you too. I'm very excited for what you got prepped for next time. It was a blast to play in. I've got some things I'm working on right now. This week, I'm hoping to get out the celebration video. It's almost ready. But there is a certain thing that all I can say is I'll be announcing it after stream in our Discord server. So there's a certain little thing I need to run by all of you in the community first, because you all have contributed to this, is all I can say.
Sounds interesting. Yeah, so
I'm so glad.
I talked a little about my thoughts on the Intervallo when I was apparently muted, so maybe we should chat a little bit about that. What your thoughts were on it.
I loved the Intervallo. I really, really enjoyed it. I love Kira. She's very, very fun. I hope Hohenheim adopts her. I saw Callie ask me if I struggled with the boss. I actually got Rufo on my first try. I actually managed to do it on my first try.
Nice.
Yes, thank you, Nia. Thank you, Mid. Kira is goated.
Let's see if you can do the same for the super boss.
See, I'm not actually that good at playing video games, so I don't know if I will be able to, but I felt actually really happy that I managed to somehow, first try that. Also, May, welcome in, welcome in. It's so good to see you. Might be recency bias, but you think it's the best Intervallo, even if the excuse for combat is the weakest. I do agree, honestly. I did kind of feel like they kept throwing Falvist out at us randomly. I was a little disappointed Ricardo didn't show up. I like that they kept teasing him. I really thought he was gonna appear. Wahoo! So I was a little bummed out that he didn't make an appearance, but I liked the new characters' designs. And I really, really liked how, the interval went overall. Kira's a really strong character. Hohenheim's a really strong character, I feel.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. It's definitely in sort of the same vein as regular Checkup, where it's very much like a almost sort of maintenance sort of cleanup intervallo, where it's meant to like set the record straight on a lot of things and clarify stuff with Sinclair's sign and the Roach King business. And it does its job pretty well. It also has a lot of just good character moments with Ryoshu and a lot of the more sort of mundane aspects of her story that didn't really fit into the pacing of the actual Kanto itself. I do think it was story-wise, it was a good intervallo, a little bit weak, in the fact that it didn't have crazy standout moments. But it was just generally solid, if that makes sense. Like, there wasn't
No,
anything
no.
to stand out, but it was solid.
Agree. I liked Kira a lot. I liked Ted a lot. I really like that whole moment with Ted.
Yes,
I
Ted, legitimately best character in the Intervalo. I
you know,
loved that moment and how it tied into not only Gregor's story in universe, but also like Kafka's actual real life, because that man was convinced that, you know, everyone hated him, when in reality opinions of him were generally very positive. Uh, and so
no,
that,
I love that.
yeah, having Gregor talk about how, like, he just, no one in the office cared about him, he just went into a corner and went about his day, and then seeing someone who very explicitly did care about him and immediately recognized him and was very friendly, and actually a big influence in his life, and sort of snapping him out of, that funk he's in. Very nice.
No, I agree. I thought it was very nice too. I'll also say I really liked the personality they gave Araya as the sword.
Yes.
I had a lot of fun with those
I did
moments.
not expect
Uh,
her to be able to be so vocal. That was an interesting surprise.
was and I really really liked it. I also agree, Callie. It definitely was weird seeing Shiomi Araya speak so casually. It was interested seeing SG. Wait, what's SG? Also, ooh, that would be cool if we ever do see what the insect lords and queens were like, Toa. And I do agree, Victor Ghost, even though it was a bit filler, I did think it was well paced overall. Also, Doctor is asking what our favorite drinks are.
Ooh, I'm a bit of a fan of root beer. Also just, you know, any sort of fruity drinks, smoothies and stuff are fun.
That's such a
I
mood.
don't drink a
That's such
lot
a
of
mood.
alcohol.
I only really drink fruity alcohol.
Yeah,
There's this good like root beer alcohol I've tried before too, but I'm not really a big alcohol person.
no,
So I need to go put that back on the punishment wheel for some
yeah.
streams since my 2nd year anniversary is coming up again.
Well,
He
that could be
needs
fun.
you to do take a shot.
Yep, long as you drink responsibly, it can be pretty fun. Uh, yeah, I feel like one of my problems with alcoholic drinks that I've had is that most of them don't really feel like they're prepared with the taste of alcohol in mind. It's like you've got a perfectly good drink and then you drop medicine into it.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree on that. Also, Valiant, welcome in, welcome in. It's so good to see you. We are some kind of limbo bus company. You gave up on Wuwa and went to End Lives because you already had an active account there? Oh no, I've never actually played Wuwa or End Lives, but I hope you have fun, Rave. But yeah, no, alcohol can be good. It depends really on the kind for me, I feel. Has always been my big thing. Oh, Enfield. I was wondering what End Lives was. I don't play a lot of gacha, so I was like, I've never heard of
Yeah.
that game, but that sounds like it could be fun. I've heard good things about End. That's the Arknight sequel, right?
Yeah, I've heard interesting things about it. It's interesting, combining, like, the sort of base building stuff with gacha.
Mm. Huh. I have to check that out at some point then. It definitely seems interesting. Also, yes, Ozero, only 15 minutes till the update's done. I'm very, very excited.
Yeah. Interested to see what the boss rush is like. It's, you know, not gonna be, like, super groundbreaking content, but it should at least be nice filler, that doesn't take too many resources to make.
Agreed, yeah. I'm curious to try it out and to see. I'm very interested. I don't remember much about what was said about how the boss rush is going to be, admittedly, so...
Yeah, so from what I understand, you're fighting the boss, and then you either go until your whole team dies, or you hit 12 turns, and then you go in with another team, you fight it, and then you go in with a third team. And if you can't beat it with 3 teams, then you're fucked.
Oh, shit.
So-
Alright, well, I guess we'll see what this boss is made of.
Yep. Hopefully it's not just a big old grind, but we shall see.
Yeah. I'm
So,
looking
I
forward
probably
to
should
it.
have prepped some teams before we started, but uh,
I just have a bunch of teams on standby though. They're not all completely leveled up.
yeah, I've got some sort of ideas for a team, but I'm not entirely sure how it'll work. I'm thinking lead with Burn, because apparently she'll retain her status effects between the different teams. So if I hit her with a bunch of Burn, the Burn will tick over through the whole fight, I'm hoping. So
Okay.
hopefully it works that way. I do think she might clear statuses at some point, but we'll see.
Yeah. That wouldn't surprise me if she does, but I think leading with Fern's a strong lead. Also, ooh, what's F's? A weird bread Slavic drink. Have you ever had that, Jacka? I've never tried that
Nope.
dark door, but I would love to at some point.
Yeah, I'd be down to give it a shot at some point. The sort of bread-based alcohols, not necessarily my favorite, like beer and stuff, but I will certainly give it a shot if offered.
Same. Also, you dropped Enfield because the story is uninteresting, Victigos. I'm curious. I will say, and this isn't any hate against Arknights, because like I did think the characters were really cool, and I loved the concept. I did have a lot of trouble getting into Arknights, just because like even though I really enjoyed it, it like took me like it. I gotta keep playing it at some point because I am very interested in the story and characters, but I don't know if it's as much my game as some of the other games are.
Yeah.
Also, no, I'm sorry you lost your dungeon, Valvian. Apparently Jaka Calfs. I can't pronounce words. I'm so sorry, Dark Door. It's fermented cereal-based low-alcoholic beverage of cloudy appearance and sweet and sour taste.
Interesting. Victigos is saying early Arknights had rough writing. Enfield has rough writing and no teeth or depth. Interesting. Arknights having poor writing at the start kind of makes sense, finding their footing. Interesting that Enfield has those problems, though.
Yeah. I would have thought at that point.
I have heard that like some aspects of Arknight's story feel a little sanitized in Enfield. That might just be, they're saving their cards for the moment, but I mean, I can't say too much because I haven't actually played either of the games. I'm just going off of hearsay.
No, you're good. I mean, I still think it's fun to weigh in based on what you've heard, and I guess that makes sense too. Like, Victigos is saying they had a different writing team on Enfield, so I guess that makes actually a lot of sense then.
Yeah, that'll do it.
But, man, I'm glad Project Moon's writing, at least I feel, has been going strong. Like I said, the last interval I really enjoyed. Wasn't my favorite, but it was definitely up there for me.
Yeah, Project Moon always solid writing. Even back in the LobCorp days when it was weird and esoteric, it was still, pretty good. Even with, translation issues and stuff. They were always very interesting.
I love the abnormality logs to this day are some of my favorite Project Moon writing. I really like abno logs.
Yeah, I haven't dug too deep into the LobCorp ones. I should do that at some point.
Oh, you absolutely should. There's a fucking gold mine of information in there. It's kind of crazy to me how and so I swear this is not me like saying people are wrong for not doing it, but it is kind of surprising to me like how few people have ever read the Abno logs or the Lobotomy Corporation art book, because there's a lot of really fun stuff in there.
Yeah, I haven't checked out either of the art books.
Oh my god, if you get a chance, just for the concept art alone, I highly, highly recommend checking it out. Also, ooh, Dark Door asked what our favorite homebrew is. Do you mean across any TTRPGs?
Man, that's like asking to pick a favorite child.
See, my personal favorite homebrew was back in the day. I was part of this World of Darkness server, and they just made homebrew for everything that wasn't vampires because the other factions weren't out at the time. And so I got to be doing some busted shit. I was bringing people back from the dead because they let me play a satyr changeling, and I roleplayed it every single week, and I joined almost every live game that I could. So then I got to like 5 points, and they were like, "Well, you can just revive people now," and I was like, "Awesome! I totally want to use this."
Uh, Valvian asks, how well would Ruina/Limbus combat system translate to TTRPG? Well, gee, if only there were two systems that do each of those.
Yep. Yeah. Wow. I wonder if no, if you're looking for a system that translates Runa combat really well to TTRPGs, check out Stars of the City because Jaga's system, it feels like Runa. It genuinely feels like Library of Runa. It's incredibly well made and very much has that feel. If you're looking for a system where you can go random bullshit go and just make up shit, you can play the fifth trumpet.
Woo! Yeah, and Fifth Trumpet, I believe, is a bit more on the side of Limbus inspired, though it's still very much its own combat system, I believe.
Yeah, the fifth trumpet was technically a lobotomy corporation game, and then we started just shoving in elements from the other games. we kind of said let's add a little bit of Limbus, a little bit of Runa. But the fifth trumpet was originally intended to be all about ego gear. That was kind of what the skills all revolved around. And then we started wanting to branch out more so people didn't have to just, play LobCorp agents if they didn't want to. The Dark Door says, Jaga, nerf single strike and my life is yours.
Yeah, Single die skills have been interesting to figure out. I need to play the system a little more to decide whether they truly need a nerf. But see, the thing is, when I was designing the game, my friend Cody was, the main one who was like reading it and figuring it out and trying to sort of optimize it and figure out how to break the system. And he said he didn't really see much use in the single die skills, so I made them, a little stronger to compensate. And now everyone's saying, single strike skills are the best in the game and too overwhelming. So, blame Cody is all I'm saying. I forgo any responsibility for the system I have created, and choose solely to throw my friend under the bus.
Yeah, you heard it here. Blame Cody. Jump.
No, but
The fault lies with Cody. Also, Callie's asked full stop to our heads, what movement of the ring would you want to be part of? Easy for me, Falvism.
yeah.
I'm gonna go Falvis, but what about you, Jaka?
From what we've seen so far, Falvism is definitely probably the most interesting. Pointillism, though, also just seems interesting. They're the only ones we've seen doing research, though I think all of the branches or different movements probably do their own scientific research as well.
Yeah.
But that would probably be the role I would fulfill if I was in the ring, would be more on the research side.
Nice. I love that. You'd be a researcher and I'd be one of the furries going out and jumping people. You gotta rep your goat, go with corporism. Hell yeah, Victor Ghost. Yes. Oh, also, Rave, there is the Changeling and Pathologic. She's a different kind of Changeling, but I don't recommend playing Pathologic. It's evil, but I love Pathologic.
Yeah, I might watch, a playthrough of that at some point, because I don't quite feel like suffering through all that, but I do want to at least see what all the hype is about. after you and Pryor decided to rep it for the TTRPG.
Thank you, thank you. You should definitely check it out, Jack. I think you'd love the story. I definitely think that you would probably not enjoy Pathologic Freeze gameplay is a lot easier. I know Pryor really enjoyed that one. Don't ask Pryor how he beat Pathologic 2. Because it was not through legal means. Wow, Pryor, you saved everyone in the city.
Crazy.
If you can handle Lobcore, you can handle Pathologic. Honestly, yeah. Pathologic's had a Lobcore levels. Also, Valve had asked us what fingers we'd be at. Oh, sorry, if I cut you off, Jack, if you're about to say something. No. Valve was asking what fingers we'd be in. What would you be in?
Thumb is instant death for me. Very autistic, not going to do well with any of their rules. Not the right kind of autism, at least. Not wired for that finger. Then Index, maybe I'd do well if I could find interesting interpretations of the prescripts, but ultimately it's up to the prescripts whether or not I actually completed the spirit of them, so still probably a no. The middle, potentially, but I just don't have the same spite in my heart, at least not in the same way. I would very much, as a, what I would consider a decent human being, I do not want to rotate the ankles of anyone who looks at me funny. So the ring, honestly, would probably be the closest one just because I vibe with the idea of, art and research a bit more than I do about, punching the brains out of anyone who steps on my foot or whatever. And then Pinky, who fucking knows? I think their standards are a bit too high to let me in.
Damn, Jaka Pinky member.
I've been a Pinky this whole time.
Yeah, well, you can't tell anyone. That's fine. You've been silent about it. No. Can you all guess what finger I'd be? Can you all imagine what finger I'd be in?
Yeah, I think you'd make a good Index member. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm all about that. I can say bum.
Let's
all of them?
see. Update should be hitting in about 2 minutes.
Let's go. Oh yeah, update very soon. Middle propaganda was in your prescript. Always. Thank you, Callie. Thank you. We're middle fans here. Also, Lauren, welcome in. It's so good to see you. Mariah was supposed to be a Seagull Hay show. That would be so fun to see. Clearly the ring because of how evil you are as a DM. You die in 2 weeks, Meryl. That's not a threat against his person, everyone. I need to make that very clear because we're live right now. That's a threat against the character.
It's inevitable.
I will kill you.
It's simply a fact.
Screen. Yes, thank you, Jaka.
His days are numbered. That number is 14, by the sounds of it.
Yep. Less than 4. Wait, I think less than. Wait. I can do math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You are 4 days off. It's 10 days. Also, who would win in a fight? All right, Jacka, let's talk about this. Me and you are Green Mage. I'll remind you, I'm 6'5", and I have the stature of wrestlers, like professional wrestlers. Roman Reigns, that's what I look like if you've ever heard of that wrestler before.
Yeah, no, I die from a single headbutt. And then I think you get fireballed by the actual fucking wizard.
Yeah, I can't beat the wizard. It's like rock, paper, scissors, I think. I think we are you like an assassin build, Jaffa? Are you like a...
I'm gonna sneak up on him.
But, yeah.
That big old hat makes it hard to get peripheral vision.
Exactly. Here, I'll do a. Oh wait, why'd I clip something? I didn't need to clip something. Well, I accidentally made a clip when I was trying to put up a poll.
Okay, update should just about be out. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick before we start, and then throw open the game.
Would we?
See you in a sec.
There you go. I'll leave this up for all of you. I'll leave that up there for all of you. Sitting girls like Roman Reigns, more like Dan. How is it? What if I headbutted you? All right, we're gonna switch over here. Oh, Jack is gone. Oh no, wait, Jack is back. Here we go. Jack was spooky vanished for a second. There we go. I can stop the music here, and let me see if I can get Jacka's cat to join all of you here. I can't guarantee I'll be able to, but I'll see if I can. Oh, there we go. It's time! It's time! Thank you for the lyric screen mage! You might add Ricardo and Heathcliff to your Tomodachi Island? You should. You should. You're gonna update Limbus, return to your sinking dungeon. I hope you have fun. Also, yes, as Toa said, I'm gonna announce that at the end of the stream, but we're getting very close to the final chance to submit for the Q&A. So I hope you're all excited. I'm very, very much looking forward to it. Maybe Jaka, chat might want to ask some of the interesting questions to Cinna, Mary, Mix, Pryor, and Kai. I'd be curious if Jaka had any questions to ask. Like how he sent Percy to space. That's where she deserves to be. That's where she deserves to be.
Okay.
She originally was supposed to be one, but then you remembered how chaotic it is to have chickens as pets. I used to have them. Can confirm it is. Also, welcome back. We're just loading Limbus up right now. Alright, I'm gonna make you
Aquabs
a
asks,
little buddy again.
can you show us a magic trick? I'm not sure I have any magic tricks to show. Hang on, wait. Guess what? I can make Cinna disappear on my screen. Doesn't do anything to Cinna's chat, but you're gone now. Goodbye. Oh, and now I can't drag you back in. Shit.
Oh no.
You are off screen. Where?
Alright, I'm gonna see if I can add your oh, I actually don't know if I can add your chat.
Can I? No. Well, shoot. Properties. I set your position.
Well, apparently Green Mage is beating us both with 6 of us. Green Mage would win.
He is a spellcaster.
Exactly. I'm so sorry, Jacka. I'll put you for $1 million. We can split it, okay? If you're cool with us splitting it.
This is your fault, Aquabs. He's gone now. I can't get him back.
Oh no, you can't get me back on the stream?
I just moved you off screen, and it's not letting me drag you back in.
Oh no!
Oh, that's the background.
Duplicate me. Have a second Cinna come in.
I think it'll just put it in the same spot. Yeah. Now there's just 2 Cinnas off screen.
Oh my god. Yeah, you would win. You would beat both of us in a fight. Congratulations. You know, even though I am like 6'5", I'm just, you know,
totally, yeah.
Apparently that doesn't matter to people. But
how the fuck do I grab something off screen in OBS? How do I interact? No.
I've been in a single fight in real. Well, I say fight. I've been
Wait,
in a single fight in real life,
if I make you really big, you should appear on screen.
Oh, the giant Cinna.
All right, 10 times your size. Let's go. Oh no, that's not.
Oh no, sorry. If you're getting ready, I'm also just gonna go extra or dispense
Fit screen.
the
There you go.
Cinna.
Very large Cinna.
Large.
Large and
Yeah, no, you
in
got
charge.
that level 20 D&D magic, Green Mage, exactly.
Alright. That should do it. Okay.
That works. Alright, awesome.
Boop. Blame my lunacy.
So did you want me
let
to
me
show
throw
the
the back.
stories, or did we want to do them like both at the same time? Could we both have different people we're
So
broadcasting to?
yeah, I think the way I want to do it is if you stream your screen to me and I can just also throw up the same uptight story on my screen and just follow along. I think that would be best so that I'm not streaming Discord and accidentally messing up and doxing my chats.
No, you are all good. I can do that for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna just actually put the lower quality. It's gonna be kind of shitty quality, that way I'm not eating up. There we go.
That is fine. I just need to know
Woman,
where in the
you're
story
so
you
good.
are. Whoop. Okay, that is good, that is good. Okay. So, we are doing Rhodian first.
That we are. Did you want to voice Rhodian and have me voice Marisol? Like, I didn't know, like, one of us takes the narrator
Sure,
and
that
the
sounds
other
fun.
characters for one. Awesome. All right, you can be Rhodian then, and I'll be the narrator and other NPCs for this one.
Alright.
Also, Solar Panda, welcome to the herd. Welcome, welcome. It's awesome to have you here. Are you sure this is the docent's artwork? Oh, hold on. Oh, why doesn't it have any fur? Oh, where are the claws? There's no way the docent would skip using a wolf as the motif of her piece. Maybe you didn't examine it thoroughly enough. I did. Right there, see? There's an autograph on this side. That's Miss Rhodian's, all right. Anyone who joins the School of Fauvism carries a beast or two tucked away within their heart. Some cuddle up to a cat. Others leash a dog. Or a goat, even. Tied real close to the core of who they really are. Well, doesn't mean they can actually handle it. But hey, everyone's got at least one they draw from their inspiration. And in my case... Wait, this is Rhodian's dialogue! I'm
Okay.
so... My bad. Yeah,
Interesting.
You
It's
read
a
the
self-narrated
narrator
one.
then.
And in my case, it's a wolf.
A whale, though. That's rather unexpected. Do you think she's decided to switch styles? That can't be right. How many artists do you know who survived these reinventions?
Sure, changing the beast you're gonna stick with is a hot topic in the School of Fauvism. But I say that's the kind of nonsense idiots with no eye for beauty like to chew on. Anyone with a halfway decent eye would have clocked it already. I'm still running with a wolf. Yup, still there, nestled in my heart and my work. Hasn't gone anywhere.
Hear them?
Hello? Didn't I tell you to keep it down during viewing hours? The walls have ears around here. Don't let that little bird going around telling people stuff here. Wait, don't let that little bird going around telling people stuff hear ya, if you know what I mean.
Well, the students are making a valid point. Chasing trends, flipping identities on a whim, it's an ugly sight, to be frank.
I know. It does kinda look like you're not committing to your inspiration. Folks get satisfied with a shallow little scratch and they call it a day. Not my thing at all.
Oh, we don't know who the fellow docent is, alright.
Yeah, not a lot of people pull that off and make it work, right? Besides the maestro, anyway.
Well, the maestro's an outlier who has an exceptional understanding and affection for every beast. She returns from each excursion with a new fixation, and yet it seems to deepen the profundity of her work all the more.
That's true, and looks like she's back from a little excursion to the outskirts this time.
Ooh, is this maybe connected to the war that was going on with the
Potentially.
the and the ring in the outskirts?
It's not quite clear how long that's been going on and everything, we don't know much, but it is, probably a good possibility.
Yeah. In any case, it would be prudent to address the students' concerns. They might just walk away with the wrong impression otherwise. Will you be walking them through an interpretation of that piece?
Still on the fence, honestly. Was kinda hoping one of them would connect the dots without me having to draw the lines for them, you know? They always say what matters is only the things your eyes can see. But if everything has to be so conspicuous, where's the fun in that? I guess even a single layer of interpretation's already too subtle for the student's artistic perception. Fangs sunk into the whale hide, sinews stretched tight to keep it unrolled, all of them pulling together like a pack on the hunt. That ferocious medium taken from wolves makes the real, hidden artwork.
Also, I'm Aiden. Welcome in. It's good to see you. If they just look a little closer at the seams, they'd be blown away by the intent of the maker. I know it feels like a wasted educational material to spell it out, but perhaps you could give them some guidance, a proper lecture to toss them a bit of inspiration. The students' grades lately, let's just say they've seen better days. They probably haven't been exposed to the more recent iteration of artworks.
Not exactly a promising batch, huh?
Well, there's that one over there. And maybe the other one too.
That one? Ugh, nah. Seeing his artwork is like staring at something that's been declawed before it even learned to scratch. No creativity, no curveballs, just straight lines and monotony.
Hey Kate, welcome in. I hope you're having a great day. It's good to see you. Those grasp on the fury is flawless. Oh, but I do understand why he doesn't stand out in your eyes, Roja. You've always been exceptional at encapsulating fairity in artwork since your student days. Your old piece, Hunger, first. It's still being exhibited, you know? One of the few student artworks deemed worthy of a pedestal of its own.
You've got to be kidding me. That thing's still up. Hunger, thirst. Subpar junk I slapped together with whatever rotten scraps of meat and hide I could get my hands on. Back when I was freezing my bones off, hungry as a wolf. Wasn't about chasing art, just needed something to catch the ring's eye. Figured if I got noticed, I wouldn't have to go to sleep hungry.
Wait, is this some Roja backstory hints?
Yeah, less of hints, I think, and more, just a reinterpretation of her existing story. I mean, she's always had this sort of out-in-the-cold, history. We even saw it when she was a child in the, April Fools, but it's an interesting reinterpretation of, how she did it, how such a desperate act ended up being, something so important to other people, and how that sort of contrasts her generally not being special, instead having that special chosen aspect, but her sort of rejecting it as being garbage. So that's very interesting.
No, I really like that.
Didn't know a damn thing about fundamentals back then, and yet people still couldn't take their eyes off it. What was the critique again? Apparently it laid bare the hunger of the beast and the brutality that stems from it. Uh-huh.
Thought you'd be more flattered.
Actually, I'm not a huge fan. It's mine, yeah, but it's just grubby. Not that I don't get why people are reacting like that. I mean, I couldn't recreate it if I tried. Not in a million years.
Fair enough. Let's leave it at that, shall we?
I got some money in my pocket now, can actually splurge on whatever materials caught my eye without a second thought. I get to put together some solid pieces and even go out on hunts. But back when I created that piece, this kind of life wasn't even on the table. Yeah, now I understand what they mean by fairity when they talk about that artwork of mine. Still, I would never want to go back to those days just to encapsulate that kind of fairity. Alright, guess I'll schedule a lecture session tomorrow.
Busy today? No, you're good.
Got some business at the House of Spiders.
So the rumors of its collapse were true after all. But is there anything there worth picking up? The last person who went said it remained much the same. Just corpus works cluttering the place.
There's gotta be something waiting there if the Maestro's sending out for anything that needs collecting, right?
Also, Todd, thank you for the hydrate and bafflement. Welcome in, it's good to see you.
Hydrate, hydrate.
Yes. Also, my mic might be a bit echoey right now because I'm in a well, I have to actually get my setup here all figured out. So I've been trying to play around with the setup. And oh my god, we got another hydrate. D03-109, melting love. Thank you. Welcome in.
I shall hydrate with you.
Please do. Whenever there's a hydrate, that's also for you, Jacka.
Who knows? Maybe it's finally come together. The long-held wish the House of Spiders has been weaving for ages. Yeah, I talked big game, but figures, nothing I didn't expect to see. You can't ride the same success forever just because it used to pay off. You've got to be willing to cut it loose when it starts going stale. People get bored fast these days. If your piece can't be branded with the word groundbreaking, viewers will just walk right past it. I mean, just look at this place. The gallery must have been lacking visitors enough for some strays to just walk in and build themselves a cozy little nest right in the open. I can see every bit of you. No point playing coy behind that pillar. Come on, get out here before things get awkward.
It's Wayfarer Doorbreach team.
Yep. See them back there in the artwork.
Yep.
I've been hearing about this. More and more uninvited guests wandering the corridors without a guide, without a sense of occasion. I love the music. So what is it between us? Have we met before, or is this our first meeting? Hard to tell with those tasteless masks you're wearing. Your outfits are a bit different from the last ones I saw. That logo, though? Yep, same crowd. So many artworks crammed in here you couldn't even begin to count them all, yet the whole space feels hollow. Where it is, that Corpus Maestro hadn't had a real spark in decades, lost his edge and faded like a candle that burned out. And it really shows walking through here. It's all the same stuff everywhere I look. Same patterns, same ideas, things I swear I've seen somewhere before. No wonder people say the school of corporism is way past its prime. Normally, trespassers in the corridor get torn apart on sight without any questions asked. But hey, maybe you're the last audience the House of Spiders gallery is ever gonna get. Feels like a waste not to give you even a simple tour, right? Even a dump like this deserves a final hurrah before it disappears. There's plenty of detail and intent here to talk about. Not like it's hard to play curator either.
This is Doorbreach Team 5. We've encountered the ring. Requesting confirmation of any viable escape routes.
This one. See how the arteries and veins are stitched together? Each thread woven one strand at a time. It's a duet of blood vessels. The artist went out of his way to almost completely drain the blood, meaning instead of color, it's all about the elasticity and tension in the vessels. Now, this is that kind of art you wouldn't even try if you're not confident with delicate improvisation. I won't lie, this is one of those techniques where I just fall flat. If some student brought this in, I'd be like, darling, you've got some serious talents, and mentor them myself. But from a maestro, kind of underwhelming, don't you think?
Enemy have begun commentary on human-based artwork within the corridor. Likely a docent of the ring, then. How should we proceed?
Oh, and this one here preserves the dying scream. See this part? Press that, hear that shriek. This whole setup with an emphasis on the scream's sound, how should I put this? It feels kinda dated. For iterations like these, the trend today is something with a more refined style. A nice touch to soften the scream into a melody, or instead of screams, slip something in that gives you a glimpse of that last bit of hope of making it out alive. For all the detail put into this, it's so old-fashioned.
I love her just critiquing Callista's art.
Still, you'd think this would be a bit much for people who've never known art their whole lives. But hey, you're all holding up surprisingly well. Kinda suspicious, honestly. You've probably been zipping all over the place in these corridors, seen a few of the ring's exhibits, or you've run into the afflatus?
Oh, that's a new word.
That looks...
Ah.
That doesn't look like... Wait, no, it's capitalized, so it is like a proper noun. What? What does that
Yeah.
word mean? To Google.
That's an interesting word. Divine,
Sudden
or overwhelming creative impulse. Divine
Okay.
inspiration.
So, she's probably talking about the various creatures in there, and they get inspiration from whatever monsters or untold horrors are around in the corridors. That's neat. That kind of ties the ring to the corridors in more than just a they invented it sort of way.
Yeah, I really like that.
We don't technically know if they invented it, but they are sort of the most connected to it, it seems. At the very least.
They either seem to have invented it, or they found a way to traverse it and to enter its realm.
I mean, yeah, it does seem like the kind of thing that already existed. It's just a matter of who got there first.
Yes.
The ring, at the very least, we know is one of the first people to do it. I am interested to hear more about its origins, though.
As am I. I also agree, Kate. I do love how contradictory the words are. The docent mentioning how it's something she can't do, but a student doing it would be really respectful and worth teaching, while a maestro should do more. I think that's so fun. And who knows, Toa? That would be cool if there's a minotaur, like a Grecian labyrinth.
Yeah.
Oh.
Honestly, that's probably gonna come up at some point. Probably not in, like, Otis's Kanto, but sometime in, like, Purgatorio or whatever. I feel like we're gonna get that.
I hope so. That would be really cool. Continue recording both the commentary and physical characteristics of the enemy. The logical conclusion regarding the identity of the subject points toward her being the ring's docent. However, the subject may also be a culmination of an unknown phenomenon, where a lost may become a form.
Yeah, that's also a proper word, so a lost.
Yeah, a lost.
There are fucking mimics in the back rooms. Great. Fantastic.
Yeah. Corridor is haunted. In which case.
Alright, moving on to the next piece. Excuse me, you guys even listening? I mean, sure, points for taking notes and all, but art isn't something you memorize from a note. You're supposed to really feel it. Take it in with your whole body.
Subject has stopped the commentary. The device has been set up. Should we withdraw, sir? Let's do that. Fall back for now.
See, this is why quality matters when it comes to the viewers. I'm out here narrating, taking the time and to walk them all through this, and they're not even pretending to listen. They're just tapping away on some weird gadgets. And now, they're running off without leaving any proper comment on their impression. Well, can't be helped, I suppose. Have it your way. And so I grabbed that bright red line, made of braided blood vessels and tendons, and just yank it tight in one go. Claws snap into place, clattering out this sharp little rhythm. And along those taut strings, the bones of beasts line up all neat and pretty. There's a unique structural beauty when it all falls into place.
All units, disperse and relocate via designated routes. Avoid engagement and move to adjacent corridors. No, she's too fast.
Flattened and crushed, torn and ripped apart, the uninvited guests are sprayed and splashed across the snow-white walls, leaving crude streaks of red lines. It's a form of art too intense and overwhelming for the undeserving. But once you've breathed it in the sight, there's no helping it. Let it dig a scar in your sensibilities for life.
What an uptie.
Yeah, very, very long.
Yes, I really liked it. Also, Edel, Folia, welcome in, welcome in. It's good to see you. Yes, Shard for Rodian. She's so pretty. Also, nothing there. Hello. Thank you, I made it now. Rodian got a lot to say. She does. She does. Also, that really is embarrassing for Wayfarer. Kate, I agree. God, what a gorgeous ID. I also really liked your Roja voice, Jaka.
Thanks.
All right, I guess it's Marisol time. Where are you? Come here. Come here. There you are. All right.
By the way, I've heard this one has some references to the original book. Have you read it?
I have not yet read The Stranger, no.
Okay. I'll make sure to let you know what I know from having read it when it's relevant.
Oh, please do. I would love that. First, fried the suture through the eye of the needle. Number 27, suturing Xenu, is a synthetic Z-twist fiber assembled by using the ingredients. Marisol, you gotta stop using these big ass words. Cora, cobra, Achilles, muscle, and calcaneal tendon is to be threaded through the number 2 bodkin needle. Then, suture and close the fascial incision located on the interior. The feedback received at the critique session was that the animal in focus is to be made more obvious. Therefore, parts taken from other animals have been removed wholesale, and additional primary material has been procured to compensate for the missing components. Now, place a thick patch of reasonably pre-trimmed material over the fascial incision and suture it shut. Using only the primary ingredient will fall short of the tendenciality goal established when my original blueprint was conceived, which was designed with access to a wider variety of ingredients in mind. Still, this technique will allow me to achieve a similar effect. Oh, thank you, Lemon. Cora, Cobra, Kialis. Feel free to correct my pronunciations. The current objective remains the same: receive an evaluation higher than a B- and attain a measurable improvement beyond the status quo. Because it is customary for individuals who have chosen to join this collective to engage themselves with a consistent output, schedule, and steady improvement in evaluations, further adjustments to this objective seem unnecessary. The docent has advised that I could perhaps use the desire to coil the ring twice, thrice around my ring finger, as fuel to obsess myself with completing the work. However, I have no desires of the kind. Other points of feedback from the docent were likewise executed without issue. I have watched 62 videos of dogfighting pits, paid 7 visits to the Falvist Animal Conservatory, watched 71 documentaries on predatory animals, and spent 284 hours living alongside the primary material candidate. However, none of these advised activities has led to observable improvements in the evaluations of my work. I'm really glad Marisol's autistic.
I love him.
I love him too. Also, no, you're good, Lemon. I appreciate you providing the proper pronunciation for Sharon.
Bro is optimizing art school.
Yeah.
He's getting his tuition's worth.
He really is. The purpose of this assignment is to feel what it is to be Fav, to be impulsive in a way that only animals can be. However, as the instruction manual did not include any references to how the aforementioned feel could be applied to artwork, I've been unable to identify a measurable means by which it may be translated to the physical medium. I have punctured the transfusion bag. Blood prepared for curatorial staging is leaking out. Revisiting these memories must have made me somewhat emotional. The touch of my fingertips has become too rough. In such a case, temporarily seal the perforation with a large gauze sheet. According to instructions, materials with this level of thinness require number 21 ultrafine needles and 6 times delaminated nerve fiber thread to handle. This fiber is too brittle. Experience dictates that employing the number 18 bone needle with myofiber thread would be the most effective for this task. I will continue to attempt the current method nonetheless, as I must work in accordance with the instruction manual. This work will require a longer time investment than initially calculated. Enough blood has now leaked to drench the material's auburn fur. Well, this has the potential to partially constitute an expression of love. The instruction manual does not state that products of happenstance can be used for this assignment. As such, the blood will be removed. Perhaps the veracity of these instructions is to be doubted and reviewed. The concept of love, conceived as a product of my experiences, does not seem to agree with what is conveyed by the instruction manual. Because what is more fauve than the crimson that so insidiously encroaches upon the brownish pelt, like that of a wild hound that has just torn open its prey's jugular? Yet, how much faith can one put in what their gaze has beheld? There is no empirical method by which this perception can be impartially confirmed. Then, judgment will be reserved. My ability to patch the perforation on the transfusion bag before the complete loss of blood is limited by my insufficient skill. Which means that more of the ingredient must be gathered. This artwork's aesthetic qualities have not met the standards, but its functional merits have been fielded, tested, and proven. Its claws extend near instantaneously from their retracted position when the starter cord is pulled. It is highly functional. Each claw in this work has a sharp edge, making it a most suitable tool for harvesting ingredients. The artwork's inner lining is a subcutaneous fatty layer that has been rearranged for a comfortable fit when equipped over an arm. And beneath the enveloping fur is an enclosure made from mesentery to minimize damage to its interior. My submissions have consistently scored a series of B-, which can evince that there is a degree of objectivity to my aforementioned assessment. However, I have been unable to address the feedback that my work lacks punch, which is an evaluation that has little to do with the artwork's functionalities. Just what am I supposed to? Injection needles inside the helmet have been activated. The paint enters my bloodstream, reinforcing the connection between me and my work. And biofibers, the material used to carefully construct the artwork's interior, firmly wrap around my hand, allowing me to wield this tool as if it were part of me. The injections ensure an easier time collecting my ingredient, even as dozens of assailants present in the harvesting grounds pursue me. However, a disadvantage of such a method is that it instills excitability in the user. Emotional excitement begets impulsivity, which makes the prospects of clawing things into unrecognizable red paste. A rather irresistible proposition. If only I could paint them over with my brush. Wouldn't that, too, make for a fine piece of art? What a shame. I got Marisol Goering! If only the instruction manual specified that such a moment of passion could be redirected toward my work, it would have enabled the composition of better art. Sorry, I didn't realize this was the Marisol Yap Fest.
Yeah. So it didn't have the connections I thought would be there, but it had different connections. Oh. So
what were the connections?
So I'll first talk about what was there. Obviously we had a lot of talk about the sort of Pluto-like talks about, can one really trust what their gaze has beheld? How can you be sure that your experience is the real one? That, while I don't think it's fully, explored in The Stranger, it definitely seems to be key to this version of Merceau, and just, from what it sounds like, is we're going to very much have the experience of, talking about, the, what do you say, unreliability of eyewitness testimony, as that is going to be very important to Merceau's trial. And then also, that bit at the end where he was just barely holding back from, going all out, very much mirrors what he's like when he's caught in the sunlight, and how violent he gets at that part of the book. However,
I really like that. Oh.
What I thought would be present is his connections towards being a dog, specifically as his choice of animal. Because there is a moment with a dog in the original book. There is an old man who walks his dog every day, and he says he got the dog when his wife passed away, and that he would spend his older years with the dog. But the dog, obviously being a dog, aged very fast, and he didn't like that it aged. And so whenever, because it, reminded him of himself aging. So whenever the dog would, stray behind and sort of be unable to keep up during the walks, he would beat the dog. And then eventually the dog ended up getting away from him. It ended up running off. And then he sort of rants to Marceau about how sad he is that the dog he's been abusing has, run off, because he says he loves the dog. And, the dog, what he got after losing his wife. And then he laments how he'll never see it again. And then Marceau's like, they have dogs like that at the pound. You could go to the pound and get your dog. And the old man's just like, oh no, woe is me, I'll never see him again. And Marceau's just like, dude, just go to the pound. But the old man refuses to do so, despite how much he claims to love the dog. And so it's very much meant to, show, hypocrisy and sort of how ordinary people can do stupid things and stuff like that. So that theme didn't really seem present in the Updike story. I'm gonna just look through his dialogue things real quick in
go for it. Dude, this could be fixed. Get another. Also, Roth, you say, thing is, Marisol's mask is masked to Chen, the fox mask. Oh, it's a fox mask. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it seems to be a combination of a fox and a dog.
His narrative faded as his uninhibited mind ceased the self-talk in favor for simply enjoying the moment. Hey, Lemon, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? He didn't die, don't worry. Did he distort? There's some references with Marisol's voice lines in the idea. Ooh. Also, I really liked these updives, and this ID really was hell for animal and pet lovers. It made me so sad. I don't trust Norm, the Falbus, having an animal conservatory. Also, Jackal, welcome in, it's so good to see you.
Okay.
Foxes are semi-dogs? I guess that is true.
Yeah, so there is one line that I'm seeing so far. There is no such thing as a bad dog. This is the impression I have gained over the course of working with, processing, and wearing countless iterations of the medium. It is said that a canon's forepaw is the most beautiful, and its fangs the most fierce. My work invites you to observe the broad, bold strokes in the former, and the impression of a determined, decisive leap in the latter. I present man's best dog. So, a little bit of that sort of, just looking at the nature of the dog itself and all that. So looking into sort of the symbolism of the dog, which is neat. Let's see.
No, I really like that. Also, Max, I'm sorry it's killing you. Good luck. Oh, Lemon, I'm just stupid. The paint's like ecstasy. Oh, also good luck. Good luck, Min, with all you gotta do. But Jacka, are you ready to try out the Reflect Trial? Reflect Trial? Is that how it's pronounced?
Yeah, I think just about.
Alright, let's see. Unless you do multiple teams, right? Is the whole thing?
Okay. There's new Dante's notes. Also, let me take a quick look. Oh, more Shin.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm gonna probably get my trial ready to go.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm just gonna take a quick read through of this while I'm at it.
Absolutely.
I'll let you know if there's anything interesting. Dante is wondering if they could use Shin before they lost their memories. That's interesting.
Interesting. Alright, and we're just throwing on random IDs at the end of this team. Alright, that's fine. We're going in. Dante's wondering if they can use Shin, like them specifically.
Yeah, if they could use Shin before they lost their memories, though they kind of note that based on what Vespa said about needing to reflect on their sins, they wonder if they were the kind of person who could even do that before their head was swapped. Which, given what we know about them, what little we have from the prologue, probably not.
Yeah.
They seem like a bit of an asshole.
I know Prior's people very angry.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Let's see. Can we clash you? We can clash you there, and you can clash. Well, I guess you're on a post. That's fine. That's fine. Also, disregard your fox nonsense. You hadn't refreshed your French in a bit. Chien does mean dog. No, you're good, Ozaroff. Don't worry. I appreciate you letting us know. Chien's a cute word, I will say. Oh. I was worried my stream T-Corped for a second, but we're still good.
Yeah.
We're still good.
They mentioned that the rings in Mong might function similarly to the rails of a railgun. That's a fun comparison.
Interesting. No, I do love that.
Okay, let me put together a team. Let's see. So let's start with a burn team, I think.
See,
So,
I just went in with
boom,
my, I don't know if you can call this a sinking team. It's one of the teams of all time. It's my attempt at a sinking team. That's the best way to put it.
Honestly, I
Also,
probably
Dyer,
don't
welcome,
need.
it's good to see you. Thank you for the list.
Probably don't need full burn. Let me. You should be good for mob clearing.
Let's go there. I can't just my way through this, everyone. I'm used to doing that. I'm used to just win rating, but we actually have to walk in.
Let's do a mix of burn and tremor, since we have like Capo Morceau and stuff for that.
Nice.
Actually, Capo Morceau be better for the
there?
second team. Hornet might be better for the first team. Because he has the AoE to clear the mobs. Do that.
Yeah, Hornet's really good. I'm pretty sure Callisto Lou, does he have any sinking? Or am I crazy? I thought he had, I know he's mostly bleed, but doesn't he have some sinking, right?
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Yep.
I think Callisto Lou has, I can't remember if Callisto Lou has sinking or not. Who, Hongler? Yeah! Hongler. Ring Lou. Why did I think he had sync? Oh, you know what? I was probably thinking of all the nurse spotters. I was thinking
I'm just
of
focusing on
Brienne.
AoE for this
Yeah.
section.
But yeah, no, Toa. I love Jaka's character in the one shot having Hornet. It's very, very fun. Vera.
How much? Burn. A bit of burn count.
Oh, it's this one. We're gonna
Let's. Too volatile.
defend
Let's go with you.
here. You're gonna
Magic
defend.
bullet.
You're gonna defend. You're gonna defend.
Fire fist.
Everyone defending here.
And Hong Liu does not have a good burn unit. So let's just throw in Liu for the passive. Cool.
Also, ooh, Norm, what makes this boss need free teams? I wasn't sure how the free teams thing works exactly, I admit. I think the idea is it lets you go through free teams because it's like really our first team Hay shows. That's my second team. My second team's the Hay shows.
I want Faust to explode, so I'm not going to. One.
How easy would it be to adapt Olympus character to D&D without anyone knowing? Ooh, do you mean like
Very
if
much
you're wanting
depends
to
on the
play one of
character.
them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Some of them
Definitely
would work
depends
quite
on-
well.
Mm-mm. I feel like it depends. Like, is there a certain character you're thinking of trying to adapt to D&D Valiant? On how you're gonna finish the fight in 18 under turns? That's a good question. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how we're gonna manage this. We're gonna try to kick her ass. That's what we're gonna do.
And you.
There we go. And then Jacka and Cinna, what's your opinion on the current rupture? Oh, I like Rupture at the moment personally. I have a lot of fun with the HO team, but I'm curious what your opinion on it, Jacka, is.
I think it's a little boring just because keeping up rupture count isn't very interesting anymore. There's not nearly as many like interesting conditionals you need to fulfill to do it. You just kind of throw them out, and once you get certain egos out, you're fine. So I think there's room for improvement. I think there's more interesting ways to make rupture count matter. Because really that's all it comes down to is how easy is it to get rupture count out. Is it too easy or is it too hard?
No, I think that's fair. There's a lot of rupture units I really like, so I have fun with those ones. Also, you were thinking anyone's in Limbus Company, but perhaps Don Quixote? I did play Don Quixote in D&D once. It was really fun. It was before Pryor knew about Limbus Company. It was like 2 years ago. I played it in a one-shot he did. And I basically was playing a satyr cleric who had a talking sword. A British child sword. And it was very, very fun. I also was getting to play, basically, like I was very, justice obsessed, and he later found out about Don Quixote and was like, hold on a second, while playing Limbus, it was like, did you? I was like, yeah.
Wonderful.
It was really fun.
Yeah, I'm currently playing a character in a campaign that is loosely inspired by Don Quixote. More in a little bit in the vampire aspect, because he is a vampire dude, but more so in the way of almost closer to the novel of a guy who sets out on a quest that is ultimately going to harm him more than it is going to be good for him.
Ooh, that's a very fun concept. I hope you're having fun with it.
Huh. He's been pretty fun, playing. Essentially, a farmer. He's a farmer who, a weird guy showed up one day and said, hey, your grandpa died, here's all his stuff. He was actually a nobleman, with, crazy inheritance. Now it's all yours. This totally will not have any, implications at all. Don't mind the magic blood-filled chalice.
I love that. Don't mind the chalice. Don't worry about it. Also, Jax, welcome in. It's so good to see you. Which of the player characters in Fifth Trumpet do you think could manifest Shin, given the proper knowledge? That is a good question. You know what? I would say, Jax, if you want them to answer it themselves, they're going to be here this Saturday at 7 p.m. EST. So you can put that into the Q&A and they can be the ones to answer it. But from my perspective, I feel like of all of them, probably not Pryor. Honestly, not really any of them at the moment. I'd say Mary or Mix might be the best candidates, but all of them are kind of currently not very emotionally balanced enough. Also, yeah, this boss is very scary, Norm. I don't like it. I don't like them. I feel like I've done no damage to them also. Is everyone...
Okay. Going in with first team. Let's see how crazy it is.
Good luck. Counter argument, all Pryor ever does is reflect on his sins. You know what, Jax? That's a fair counter argument. That's a good point. Do you think Meru's further away from that possibility, but could achieve it once he's done worrying about the current BS? No, I agree, Lemon. I could see that too. But I definitely think at the moment he is, as you said, further away from. Shin and Mong are akin to railguns. Noted. So you get a certain maid trying to learn Shin and Mong. might be focused on learning boluses making to create her own wing arms like the Chicken A shows. I'd love that. That would be fun. Wing arms. I love wing arms. All right. I just gotta start jumping her ass, I think. I just gotta start jumping Rufo's ass. I can't care about these students anymore. She's like taking no damage somehow.
Yeah, you need to kill the students first because she gains protection. So
no,
you'll...
I know. I've been focusing on the students.
Yeah,
but,
okay.
like, it hasn't been helping.
Yeah.
Also, Elemental, welcome in. It's good to see you. I'm shit at games. You're on phase 7,
Access
you're
to
not
new boss
even
mode.
phase 2?
Go to the event page, and there's a little button sort of right in the middle. Ooh. Ouch. That's not good. I really wanted to win with the skill that restores SP. That would have been nice.
Oh. Also, ooh, Lemon, you think Mix is the closest to currently achieving Shin. Why is that? I'd love to hear your reasoning for. Or fuck, we didn't even consider Kai? Why do you think Kai would be? Also, perhaps Mix in the future if she thinks further on your situation with her brother and their father with them too. But you don't know if she'd be able to maintain it into actual Shin? I love that. Okay, I do think if she thinks further on it, she could, but I do agree with you. At the moment, she really needs to do more thinking on that situation. She could probably, like, do a little bit, but it wouldn't last. We need giant AoE damage? I do. I do need that right about now. Save me. Save me, Ringleo.
Ooh.
Kai's few scenes of getting close to reflection is always him just going that I'm just this is all I am, why should I be anything else? And Kai's one of the furthest from manifesting Shin because of that. You know what, that's actually a really good point, Kate, because you are absolutely correct, he is always content to stick as he is now, and so that would make him really not be great for, you know, being able to manifest it. The students gain protection before they get hit. Oh, fuck. God, this fight is kicking my ass. Feels like reflect, he just sinks. You know, that's a really good point, and I absolutely agree. It does always seem like he is just thinking and just regressing rather than reflecting ever, and I hope you're excited to see where he goes in Act 3. And what ends up happening there with him, and if he's able to escape that.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, he would be Sloth, I agree, Mid. If we're talking about who might get ego quicker, he's high up there in your opinion? Ooh, why do you think Kai would get ego quicker? I'd love to know the reasoning for that. Also, beware Rufo and her students with the high caliber of bleed and sinking they inflict. Yeah.
Ooh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts.
Oh no. Oh my god. Okay, at this point, I'm just gonna start attacking you, Rufo. I'm just gonna. Alright, let's see. Marisol. Go. Heathcliff. That one. Roja. Ishmael. It's just gonna dodge, and then Don Quixote. Alright, let's see if this helps.
Out.
Also, Miso! Welcome in, it's so good to see you! Surely twinning your friend? Your Haitians are dying? Oh no. We're doing our best right now. I haven't even got her on phase 2. I don't know how your team is managing, Jacka.
Oh boy. Yeah, she's definitely a bit harder, even on the easier mode.
Yeah. Right, this is just normal mode. I don't even want to see her on hard mode.
Hard mode is the one with the bigger lunacy rewards, so.
Oh my gosh.
Hope you're ready.
I'm not. I'm absolutely not. I've also underestimated the power of this pretty woman mid. Wonder if the Poise team would be good, and your Bleed team shredding most of the ring? Maybe I should go Bleed team. Lapis the Siren? Ooh, an X-Ring Falcus docent who's wandering the city to find her own home. And she channels it into being Chaotic Siren. I really like that. Oh, this is one for phase 1, one for phase 2. Wait, how do I switch my team? Does it let me? Or will they all die? Will they just all die at some point and I will have no choice but to switch my team?
After 12 turns, it will force you to your next team.
Oh, interesting.
So don't expect to be able to do it with just the one.
Gotcha. I could use a different team at this point, honestly. On the coast. Okay, interesting. Well, we're cooked. We're cooked. Ooh, Kai feels like he's getting more and more true to himself. Not because managed to drop that and fully challenge that, as he has steadily slid back into the comfort of not having it challenged completely or further. But you can see him staying true to his I'm a follower. But I am. Hound that willingly gives myself a leash. Not because I don't understand I can't be more, but because I accept I don't want to be anything else. Oh, wait, I can, not can't? Ooh. Not that because I don't understand I can be more, but because I accept I don't want to be anything else. You know what? That's actually a very good point, Kate, and I'm glad it does feel like Kai's getting more true to himself. And I'm excited for you to see if he's going to get challenged going forward, if that will change or if that will remain the same. And I really like that proclamation you wrote here, the Riding Spire, of him being like the hound who's given himself that leash. Time making ego is accepting yourself as a path to obtain it, and that makes sense since him being more of what he is. I'm glad you all like that, Toa and Mint. I'm very excited for what Kai's player has in store. Oh, what? Hi, Rian. Wait, oh no, is it forcing? Oh, do one of my people die? I think one of my people died. Well, see, Kai, your Heisho ID self? Yeah, but being a beast means you get to enjoy the little things between all the working, and for a little like, don't ya? I love that, Lemon. I gotta see them interact. I gotta see your Heisho ID self and Kai interact. Oh, I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked. I should not be hitting the win rate button, but we're at that kind of point.
Okay, let's send it.
Wait, you can stop at a certain turn to use a different team? I didn't know you could do that. Oh god. Frozen, no. But no, oh, I love seeing all your thoughts on Kai. It's very, very fun.
Yeah. Yeah, Green Moss, you're probably right. Probably is better to just go in with a generalist team on the first phase. Just to clash her well, because you're not really going to be building up status effects when she's letting her minions take the hits. So going for like a Poise team or something might be best. Poise or Charge. And then Burn probably second team, once you can actually stack it on her.
Ooh, oh my god, clash this. I gotta clash this. Also, Mix, welcome in, it's so good to see
anything
you!
like notably different?
Sorry, what's up?
I'm just checking her kit to see if she has anything crazy different that I don't remember. Oh! Uh-oh! I did not realize! Max potency cap for status effects, 30. Max count cap for status effects, 10. Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit.
Okay,
Also,
so, yeah, Poison Charge units.
It's so good to see you, and yes, oh my god, Captain Sylveon, welcome in, it's good to see you. Yes, I heard Heathcliff's getting a Ricardo ID, I'm so excited for it. I love Ricardo.
Yeah, finally.
So I'm very hyped.
I was talking about when I was muted, I've essentially been waiting for that ID the entire time I've been playing Olympus, because I joined in Kanto 5. So,
yes.
Talks of a Ricardo ID were always there in the background.
I'm so glad. I love... Oh, I fucked up. I used Mao for the wrong team. I love Ricardo. I'm so hyped for getting one. I also think I started playing around Canto 5, if I remember right.
From what you've said, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Also, Kai and Naru feel the closest to you as gaining Ego, but furthest from gaining Shin. Well, Mix feels the closest to gaining Shin, but not Ego. Oh, I'm curious why you think Naru is close to gaining Ego. I like that though, Kate. Kai's in the middle. Literally, and you need to see more of New Him without Neo all over him. I hope you enjoy seeing what's in store for him in the new act. Aww. Also, oh my god, not the fucking Eorius Heathcliff's mom theory. I don't know how you feel about that, Jacko.
It's not impossible, but I also don't think it's likely.
Yeah.
It would mean Heathcliff is half Asian, which is... I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, it's just weird.
Wait, that is actually, I didn't even think about that, but yeah, no, that would be the case. Wouldn't it? Your sinners are dying? Oh no. My sinners are so fucking cooked.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think there is some degree of evidence for Iori being Heathcliff's mom, but there's also a lot of things that just don't add up. So.
Yeah. I think it's a cute fan theory, but even though I'm not personally a believer of it, I think it's fun, you know? Also, oh, Toa's asking when everyone started Limbic Company. Yeah, no, technically, I played Lobcore and Runa. I played Lobcore when it, like, first came out, and then I played Runa back when Runa was in early access, and then I did not play any Project Moon games for quite a bit, and I came back when Canto 5 released. Actually, Jacka, how did you get into Project Moon?
It was actually one of Frey's videos. The Love Train video, Love Town. I'd seen some like Ruinous stuff in passing. Technically, the first thing I saw of it was the Queen of Hatred fight. I just had stumbled upon it as like an example of a really hard boss in the game, and I was like, oh, that's neat. Funny little magical girl, but it didn't look like the kind of game that was my cup of tea, which would, you know, later turn out to be very wrong. But it looked to me like, you know, a neat little cute gotcha game. And then, you know, eventually I found Love Town and I was like, hey, wait, this game has horror? Oh, okay, this is not what I thought the series was.
Yes!
So I took an interest in it. I saw a couple of other videos from Frey and I think other creators too. And I ended up being like, okay, well, the gacha game I've been playing recently I've kind of fallen out of. I have room in the schedule to try another one. I'll try out Limbus, and if I like it, I'll look into the other games.
Nice. Yeah, no, I love Trey's works a lot. They're really, really cool. I've had the pleasure of getting to do a couple of things with them, which has been really exciting, and I'm glad you got into the series through them, and then ended up, you know, like, getting to learn more about the series and stuff. I'm glad you took a chance on it, too.
Oh my god, 24 rolling skill? How did the critique get that high?
Damn.
There we go, Faust has exploded. Well, not properly exploded. Didn't get the chance to, that's a shame. Would have liked the extra resources.
Damn. Also, ooh, Kate, your reasonings are Meru's I must survive. Even if I hate this contract, it ensures I survive. I'll survive everything. I'll give it all up. Through sadness, through anger, through rage, but I will survive no matter what. You feel it's Meru knocking on the door, but leaving before he ever has to truly face the absolute lowest lows, funny enough. I really, really like that. I think that makes a lot of sense for him. Ooh, we're gonna defend here. I think that makes a lot of sense for him, and I'm really glad that you know, like seeing you mention that part of his character here. Oh shit, I forgot to put Ego on Roja. And the fact that he is all about that survival, despite the contract that he's in, and the fact that he's doing it to ensure that. I love your thoughts on him. Also, I forgot the Hay shows. I forgot how much I love the Hay shows, Mint. Also, Dark Door asks us, what is your favorite PM game? Limbus, Library of Runa, or Lobotomy?
Gameplay-wise, Runa, absolutely. Story-wise, obviously Runa has a much tighter story, being a much shorter one, and one that's actually finished. But I like what Limbus is going for in the long term. Assuming they can keep it up.
Oh, I'm so fucked. No, that's totally fair. I think Runa does have the best gameplay also. Oh, I'm so cooked. Fucked. I fucked it up. I think that Runa has the best story and gameplay overall, personally. I'm excited to see Limbus's unfold, however, since it's unfinished. Also, Nereus36, welcome to the herd, welcome. It's awesome to have you here. That said, I will say, Lobotomy Corporation is my favorite game in terms of tone and in terms of what they set up for the series.
Yeah.
I really like abnormality logs. I really like the whole cognition filter. I think Angela and the Sephira are the strongest. Angela especially, but also the Sephira are the strongest cast we've seen in Project Moon. Not to say I don't love the Sinners, because I do. But compared to the Sinners, I really just like the Sephira and the Librarians more.
Interesting. I personally found the Sephira to be a little weak, just because in either of the games, they don't really have a lot of agency. That's kind of my main problem with them, is they never actually really get to do anything other than either in LobCorp freak out, or in Ruina help Angela through her freakouts. So, but I do really want to look more into like their thematic relevance, because they are the kind of characters who are written, you know, with the religious symbolism in mind, and so taking at face value doesn't really give you the full idea of what they're meant to be. And I think I want to learn a little more about that aspect of them. Oh, I got to second phase.
Let's go! I think the thing about the Sephira for me is I feel they're just a lot more subtle than the Sinners. I think that's the big thing, is a lot of their stuff's a lot more subtle. You have to kind of like read into them a lot more, because they aren't as in your face with their storylines as the Sinners are.
Are you gonna explode the moment I send you out? Yes, you are.
Also, oh, hey, Kate, the managers are so fascinating. You have many thoughts. Thank you so much. I'm so happy they can be. I love hearing your thoughts. You'll always praise the characters and the players for giving me so many thoughts and emotions about these losers. They really are, and I'm so happy that you have so many thoughts and emotions on them. You felt anger, joy, fear, and glee at these losers, and that's what you want to feel with characters. That is the highest compliment. I'm so happy our party can make me feel those emotions and those feelings, and it means the world to us. I hope you know how much I appreciate it, and that goes for all of like you here who have supported our game. So I'm just amazed to see how it's grown. Sanya's just supposed to die. Cinna, you're kind of fucked. Listen, I've accepted my fate, everyone. I'm not good at hard fights. I was at 12 damage. I don't know. And I have to clash again. Somehow. Alright, we're struggling. It's fine. I hope you're doing better than I am, Jacka.
Well, I got to second phase on the last turn of my first team.
Congrats.
Oh, Ishmael's exploded.
Alright, you're fucked. You got any hope of winning this, Dawn? Alright, well... It's a dream. That's struggling. Well, okay.
Oh, there's a new continue screen when you get to the next team. That's fun.
그때는 인정사정 없어야 할
Ooh.
테니까.
Also, you gotta kill this goddamn dosing. Good luck, bitch. You're gonna laugh if Pyre's new kit has Arcana Slay beatdown. Toa, I really hope you enjoy what you see with Pyre's new kit, because there's some fun things we've cooked up.
Okay.
One of your sitters died.
This
Someone
one
died. All dying.
is gonna be
They're all
poisoned.
dying. You were panicking when you thought Nyx was going to Redacted, and you would win that stupid poll when you put those flanks up to lose. Mind you, I was rooting for the opposing team most of the fight, and yet still felt that monstrous fear. Oh, I'm so glad, Kate. I'm so glad. I loved you voting on that poll, putting the flanks up to lose. I always love that you root for the opposing team. It's so fun, and I'm glad you felt that fear. Good night, all right? That you don't know the quote? No, you're good, Green Mage. I'm curious what the code is. Wonder if the 5th trumpet will be able to have assist attack and assist defense. I can't spoil something for the upcoming session, Toa, but that's really funny you say that, is all I can say.
Okay.
God, I hope you're doing better than me, Jacka. Cinna, what?
Yeah,
Don't worry
currently
about it.
building my next team. Oh boy.
Ooh. Good luck. What's your next team you're going for?
More of just a generalist poise and charge team I'm looking at.
Poise charge seems smart for this. Also, Valvian, I'm so glad you asked who are the 5th trumpet. That is the Project Moon TTRPG campaign that I run. It's set around 4 LPork department heads of a branch facility. And we are going into Act 3 of our campaign. But all of the VODs are posted in our YouTube. We're working on recap stuff. And we also made a system of the same name for people to run their own games in. But there's also a lot of awesome systems out there. Jacka here is the creator of another Project Moon TTRPG system, if you're ever interested in those. Stars of the City. So I highly recommend checking that one out too, especially if you're looking for better mechanical gameplay than what we have. Wait, is Australian saying heard it from DBZA? You know Ball Green Mage. I love DBZ Abridged.
Yeah. Yeah, I do, really want to get, some sort of, mini campaign going, because, boy, do I have so many, headcanons and expansions on the city's lore that I want to get out of my brain.
Let's go! That would be awesome to see, and I would love to, I don't know what your plans for, but I would love to help or be part of however, Jacka, because I love the ideas you floated around.
Okay.
A tree like Homestuck. Also, yeah, so I said if you're new to the 5th trumpet, we did make a chewable session 0. We did make a easy, so you don't have to sit through the 10-hour first session. If you get off that horse, get up and eat that horse. God, you're writing my favorite quote, Shilu. Yeah, or you can watch the full 9-hour session. To get negative sanity? Hell yeah, Mint!
Or culture, you.
Oh, thank you, Katie.
you.
A legitimate, awesome TTRPG of players in the Project Moon world of awesome characters that truly make you wonder both how you're rooting for these goofballs, how they survived even this long, and also, damn, I hope nothing happens that kills them. Thank you so much, UK. I really appreciate it. I don't know how they survived this long, too, and we'll see if anything ends up killing them.
Boom, boom. You just get to hear the sounds of me selecting ego.
Nice.
Amazing commentary.
No, you're good. Sorry, by the way, I can't really comment on your stuff since we're like both doing
Yep.
it at the same time.
But it is good to hear you chat, and I am
Thank
not
you,
super
thank
caught up
you.
on 5th Trumpet. I'm still on the fixers and sweepers bit of the campaign, but it is nice to hear you talk about your goobers.
you. No, you're good. I hope you have fun getting caught up. I know it's a very long campaign, so there's no worries. I'm glad you do, love getting to hear about them, Jaka. I also need to pull you in at some point for some talks about some plans
Oh.
I have. I just haven't gone to get started on them yet, but I'm just saying, there's a certain someone who is still walking around the city. I need to clash this. I need to clash this or I'm so fucked.
여기는 LCA 선도팀.
I got my whole life ahead of me. No, you don't. The pianist is approaching. But yes, I also hope I'm not. It doesn't feel like I'm leaving you out of all the conversation, Jaka, because I'm
No, it's fine.
fighting for my life
Yep.
right now. So
We are both kind of going at it.
Yeah. How do I
Okay.
clash this?
있어야 할 놈들까지.
Fluid sack. That's not gonna.
Oh
save
boy.
me.
Wait, this is at max sanity and I'm already struggling. Oh boy.
Okay, That is hopeless. That is hopeless. That is hopeless.
Ego skills activate. Ugh. Oh my
We'll
god.
still go. Also, hear me out for the next idea. You should make a fifth trumpet a bridge that mischaracterizes the managers and flanderizes them. Oh my gosh, we've had a dark door. I love that idea. I know a couple of people have suggested that before, and I do really want to do that at some point. I think it would be really, really funny. So thank you for suggesting that, because I think that'd be hilarious to see. You keep returning to that section, thinking of your characters being there. Most recent, a SWI fixer who takes charge of the panicking SWI after a certain meat shield user dies. Oh, Mint. I love that you keep returning there and think about yours being there. And I love that idea. Also, skin of their teeth. And hope is all that's keeping them going, and even that ended with an argument of if hope was enough to save shot and only truly the city's atmosphere. Yes! I really appreciate that, Kate. I'm very excited to see how far they're able to keep going. And I really enjoyed the argument that they had about hope and if that was enough to stake everything on. You got 57% with your first team.
Alright,
Good luck,
why...
Nor. Also,
Why do you have
also
10
you
protection?
joined
I need to
from
read
the
you.
Detour episode of Virgo prior. I had so much fun with that one. Oh, we're corroding. Well, the bell is tolling.
God, Hohenheim Gregor, lamp version. He has such cool animations.
Yes, I love Lamp Gregor's animations. Don't mischaracterize, take it to the extreme. Wait, that would be fun, Green Mage. Prior, join my cult, that's all he says. It's so ripe with potential interactions, you simply can't not look back. I had so much fun having the OC submissions for that one, Mint. It gave me a lot of fun characters I could play with, different interactions, so I'm so happy to hear that. Well, I'm hooked. He's saying did friendly fire.
Oh no.
Yeah. Also, you know, I love Goku and DBZA, Green Mage. He's hysterical. Actually, Jacka, have you seen DBZA?
I have not, no. I'm not a huge Dragon Ball fan, but I've heard good things about the Abridged.
No, I highly recommend if you ever get the chance. It's really, really funny.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of my perceptions on Dragon Ball are inadvertently from the Abridged. Just because I know it's that popular and that influential.
Yeah. I was gonna say probably, because as you said, it is really influential and popular, I know. So I would not be surprised if a lot of the impressions came from there. Also, I don't even know, how do we even know what turn we're on? Is there something that says? Can I
Yeah,
just
up
not
in
see?
upper left corner. It won't
Oh.
show when you're battling, but
Got it. It says turn 1. Is that... Did it make me restart? Oh, I total turn 4. God, 24. I'm so fucked. I'm so fucked. We're just win rating at this point. I just want this fight to be over.
아니어야 할 거야. 머뭇거리다가 아치 않은 순간 죽어버릴지 원한 필요 없거든.
Okay. Cool.
And a win rated? Listen.
Oh
also,
my
yes,
god!
Doctor,
What the
mentioned.
fuck did she just hit me with?
계속 싸울 수
Oh my god! 5 units staggered.
You just got 5 units today. I'm so sorry, Jacka.
I should have clashed with the big skill. I evidently did not do that.
Damn.
그대는 어디까지 가고 있어?
I'm sorry you weren't able to do the big clash. I've been
Shower! Save me, sun shower!
스며들 듯한 피해.
Save me,
Give
sun
my
shower.
units 2 protection. 3 protection.
Oh my gosh. Jaka, Toa said Jaka got hit with a ring steel chair.
저 로신한테 꿈에 닿을 때까지 몇 번이고.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm never getting out of this fight. I just want it to be over. Also, oh my god, she was gonna need a sensu beam for that one was such a good line from it. Let's see. Alright. Well, this is hopeless. This is hopeless.
Oh boy.
We're just gonna try to hit.
Okay,
We're just gonna
can
try to
I...
attack.
오는 소리와는 나약한 직원은 징계팀이 없어. 그러니 최선을 다해 관리자.
Thank you, Toa. I forgot my Dante powers.
상관없지만
Cinna, you have skill free on the barber. What are you doing? I don't know. I'm not good at games. Also, who should you have type 4 first? Ring Musang or Ring Radiant? Ooh, I would say Ring Rodian because she's pretty. Also, Hikate says a full campaign of Stars the City would be beyond interesting, Jacka. I'm a bit biased, but I'd love to see a campaign that uses the Great Lake after that one stream of yours I managed to pop in on.
Yeah. The Great Lake is a setting I don't necessarily want to use for my own campaign, but if I do, if by some miracle I am able to pursue this enough to the point where I want to make a full pre-written campaign rather than a mission, that is the setting I was thinking of doing. Obviously, not at all any sort of concrete plan, but, you know, the thought is there. Because that is a setting which I think is the most interesting to stay in long term and make a whole campaign around.
That would be really cool, I feel. But no, it would be awesome to see. And I love the Great Lake.
소리와 호흡을 멈추고
Cinna, just give up! You know what, I might just call it quits, Darkdoor. I don't think we're winning this fight. I don't think we're winning this fight. No, I won't give up. Not until the bitter end.
앞을 밟시다. 후회할 것이 잘 보이다.
Yeah.
Oh, Albion is just cooked. Albion is just so cooked. One turn off. Don't give up. We're fighting a whale? That would be fun. Alright. Please, I just want Rifa to die. Don't give up, you can do it. Thank you, Levy. Thank you, Norm. Just like the managers, we almost killed them 74 times.
슬프다고 질질 짜거나 애도할 필요는 없어.
Thank you, Norm, for reminding me of that.
눈물은 필요하지 않아.
Also, ooh, Park in the Great Lakes seems like it has super fast storytelling potential. Like, not only do you have the city and its mess, but you also have the fact it's part and connected to the outskirts of seemingly no real border, keeping things out either. Yeah! No, I agree, Hikate. I feel like there's so much there you can do with the stories.
정치 벗어날 수 없다.
Oh god, I don't know how your fight's going, Jacka. I hope it's going better than the mess that mine currently is.
Okay, it's going alright. I can accept this outcome.
직원 하나가 죽어.
Understandable.
She's still has a lot more HP than I would like for this stage in the fight. But, I think I'm close-ish to getting Furioso. Ooh. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe I'm not getting Furioso out this fight. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Damn.
But now that I know how this fight actually works, I should be able to go in much better on the hard mode.
Nice. I believe in you.
그대는 어디까지 가고
And-
있을지.
Oh, you need one right now? Want to fight a whale or some whale-like beast? Also, remember the Gabura Power Cinna channel, the Red Mist? Also, Dark Forest says Cinna and Jackal, what's your opinion on PMTTRPG?
It's a very interesting basis. My main concern, and this might just be the fact that we only have our one weapon each, my options in combat felt very limited. Like, the actual flow of combat felt interesting until it came to the point where I was just, you know, attacking every time I had the opportunity. I think with more interesting enemies and more weapons available, it would definitely help. But the fact that you only get, at maximum, like 5 uses of your entire skill set between long rests, that definitely hurts things. And I think even at lower levels, I think you have even less light, so like...
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a very solid basis. I think it just needs tuning, and ways for the DM to make things more interesting than just, oh, this guy's attacking me? Okay, cool, I clash with my attack and hope I outroll them.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. I think it's a really, really cool system. I loved Self-Bleed. I had a lot of fun with that build. And I also, here's the thing, Green Mage was an incredible DM.
Yeah, it was
making
very
combat
fun.
Very interesting too. Like, I really liked the spoilers in case you haven't seen it and want to see the 2-shot we're doing. But I really liked the bait and switch with making us think that Triku was gonna be the enemy. Having to be careful about the grass tiles. Like, I thought, despite how limited the systems would feel at times. Oh, thank you for the hydrate toad. Be sure to hydrate too, Jacka. I really thought that Green Mage was able to make it feel engaging and, you know, like, very interesting and fun. But I definitely do get what you say. That's something I really liked about Stars of the City is the fact you do get light. I believe it's every battle you go into, because I know light's much more limited in PMTTRPG. Heart hands to you, Green Mage. So those are my personal feelings on the system, but I don't know if you have any other further ones, Shaka, or any thoughts about like sort of stuff with PMTTRPG.
Yeah. I definitely think it would benefit from, like I said, opening things up, making light easier to regain, because I believe it's only on the long rest, or I think you also get it back if you stagger an opponent, but it's, I think, only the person who does the staggering, so it's still, if things don't line up well, you might not be the one to get that light, even with the enemies, but...
Yeah. I just got my ass beat.
Yeah.
But no, I agree. That is the shame too. The one thing I will say, the one thing I see is, I don't necessarily know if problem's the right word, but stuff where you only one player can get back a limited resource does kind of breed, I don't want to say player on player combat, but it does kind of breed a not necessarily working together as players, I feel.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of more determined to get the hit. Also, Inspector SJ, welcome to the herd. Welcome, welcome. It's awesome to have you here. So we failed.
Oh.
We failed, everyone. I think we're under-leveled for this. I think I'm not built for this shit.
Are you
I
not
gotta do,
level
like, a
60?
trade mark. Not all my units. No.
Oh. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no Cura to help you in this battle, by the way. I've missed my
Furioso! Save me, Furioso! Okay, yeah, 550 Oh, almost 700 damage. Jesus fuck. Jesus
Oh, damn.
fuck, Rinsang.
Green Mage also said, quick note about something I usually screw up on. Oh, you regain light on kill or staggering an opponent, but due to the way you run games like Cuphead boss fights, it isn't entirely viable.
Yeah, I see what you mean there. With like all the little minions running about.
Yeah.
And also, it's either a lot of little minions, that would be crazy light regen if that applied to everyone, or it's just one big boss that you're only ever going to stagger once. So I can see what you mean by that.
Likewise.
Yeah, I do think that definitely helps make light a little more attainable. Unfortunately, it does just also favor characters who can do that. Okay, well, I went from the boss having almost half her health to having about 10% health. So I'm doing a lot better than I was. Furioso is a motherfucker.
Yep, I love Furioso.
Yeah, I probably won't be able to do the hard mode this stream. It's getting a little late and I want to get to bed at a somewhat reasonable hour. But it has been very fun.
Yes! Wait, did you complete it?
Almost. She has 16 health and is staggered. Goodbye.
Oh shit, let's go!
징계팀 직원이 있는 힘껏 찔러놓고
Okay.
있지만
Yeah,
did
that
not
was
defeat
interesting. I
one.
don't know if I got all of the rewards or not, but let's see.
부서지고 파괴되어도 다시 교체되는 것처럼.
Oh, you're in both Jacka's and my stream chats. Hell yeah! I'm glad to hear Green Mage. Your
Okay,
streamers are giving up
so-
ponytails.
So I did not get the lunacy from normal, but honestly I might just skip out on that. I do not think I can clear this in 18 turns or less, but... Okay, so you get thread skin. Thread skine? You get the material used to make facades from this thing too. That's
Ooh,
nice.
that's nice. Yeah.
Keeps you from spending all your thread.
Mhm.
Yeah, I haven't touched the facade system much. I don't think I'm gonna use it much except for any unique skins they put out, or any or when like units Kanto comes up and I want to use their base ID.
Makes sense. I really hope that we get some fun, unique skins.
Yeah.
Like the pajama ones. I
Yeah,
think would be
I don't
really
want-
cute.
I don't want them to overdo it, but I definitely think a few are warranted.
Agreed.
Just the fun ones that could never be IDs.
Yeah.
Anyway,
역시 아직 퇴근하지 않았군.
So no,
집에
Dragon
돌아가긴
Sinclair
끝난 것
fell
같으니
to Rufo. She was like
일이 잠깐
400
오지
health
않겠니?
left. I'm sorry, Vint. I'm sorry your
대신하긴
sinners are giving
못하지만
up Norm.
재미있는 걸 보여주지.
Oh, Kate says mermaids and whales are still one of my greatest shit I hate that moments in Project Moon. Like the fact every fight with a whale has that danger present. And
Yeah.
I just love the thought of them being a boss to deal with in a campaign. That would be such a fun campaign boss. I agree with Kate. And who knows if we ever might see one.
oh, that's right. They added the consecutive battle thing as well
가장 비참한 게 뭔지.
for
Yes!
the Luxcavation.
아슬아슬한 합격점이었다는 생각이 드네요.
Mhm.
하지만 이번 교류로는
They did, which is
어떤
very nice.
발전도 개선점도
10 rounds of thumb units.
Yeah.
I should do that at some point just to
돌아가서
get a bunch of
업무
XP
처리한
at once.
신체들을 만져보며 습작을
That sounds convenient. I have a bunch of modules I could throw out.
That's a good idea. I have 3 modules.
Well, imagine being poor.
Yep. Also, Levin's asking they added what? They added consecutive battles. For the Fred, so you can basically go fight. Is it also for the Lux? Yeah, it's for Luxivation too. You can fight like 10 waves in a row.
All right. So I do think that is going to be me heading out. But this has been very fun.
It absolutely has. Oh my gosh, no, I had an absolute blast, Jaka. I hope that you did too. Congrats on managing to beat her. That's a feat that I'm gonna have to train up to end up being able to. But yeah, I don't know if we both want to get ready to head out or because I'm down for whatever. I might have to try to fight her another day,
역시 아직
everyone.
퇴근하지
But I don't know if you have any closing thoughts for everyone and stuff.
Do I? I have some stuff I'm kind of working on, but I have not really like committed to anything specific to talk about. Yeah. I've got stuff sort of in the works, but I don't think I have anything to really hint at the moment. But I'm excited to play through again whenever. Also
Yeah.
excited for the continuation of the two-shot.
Same. I'm
And
really looking forward to it.
I hope to get some of my projects that I've been working on for a while wrapped up. I've got like a video that's halfway done. I've got work on the MTG set that needs to be done. I got the Runa playthrough with my cousin we need to continue. We should hopefully be recording the next thing of that pretty soon. So
Yes.
a lot of stuff I'm working on. None of the stuff is gonna be finished quite immediately.
Hey, there's no shame there. I think it's fun to get to tease that stuff. I'm very excited for all of it. You all can check out Jaka's channel here. Go sub to them. Go give them some love. And I'm sorry, everyone, I couldn't beat Rufo today. I would keep going today, but it might be best for me to wrap up here. However, I will say, thank you so much, Green Mage. I'm glad it could be. Dark Varsity doesn't want you to know this, but you can just ask up to 25 questions on the Fifth Trumpet Q&A. That's a secret that you can. Go sub to him now, yes! Or maybe Tremor, since Stagger's so precious, maybe, or Charge. Charge or Tremor teams would be good. I'm glad your Charge team's eating that shit up, Lemon. My Go Fall Cinna, Ra, thank you, Green Mage. Yeah, no, my announcements are this weekend at 7 p.m. EST. We got our Fifth Trumpet Q&A stream. I hope you're all excited. I'm really, really hyped. We've loved all the questions that have come in. And good night, Levy. I'm glad this could be a great stream. We also have our end of Act 2 poll for the Fifth Trumpet as well. So you can go vote on that. Votes are going to be closing soon. Oh my God, thank you so much for all the subs. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate the 5 subs. Holy shit. Thank you so much. You are so, so sweet. And I appreciate it a ton. It helps me a ton. I hope you know. So thank you. But yeah, no, Amber, welcome in. It's so good to see you too. But yeah, we have our closing polls. I'm so hyped. We've got 40 free votes so far, which is over half of the votes we had gotten for the Act 1 poll. So that makes me so happy to see. And we're gonna announce the results on the stream on Saturday. What else is coming on up? I'm getting the 5K celebration video, hopefully out by Friday at the latest. The goal is for tomorrow. It's going to be a short video, but it's a mini little thing just to do a little celebration. And there's something I'm going to be announcing afterward in the Discord. Let me just say it's a little compilation I've done of all the incredible works of art and fics we've received. So I hope you all are excited to see that. And thanks for the hydrate, Chilu. I hope you all know how much we appreciate them all so much. And right, as Jaka had mentioned, I'm very excited for the continuation of the two-shot with Green Mage. We're going to have announcements when the date's set in stone soon. It's probably going to be next Friday. So I hope you'll all come out to that. Come give some support. It's always a pleasure to get to roleplay aside Jaka, and I've absolutely loved being in Green Mage's game. I hope you have a wonderful night, Hecate. Take care, Dark Door. Thank you, Baphomet. You're so sweet to me. And you're helping Capital Marisol has enough ammo for this gal. I'm wishing you luck, Mint. You got this. You got this. And oh, wait, before we go, Jaka, Kate has a fun boss fight idea. Whale of 1,000 strands. Every 5 turns, the whale shall attempt to bind and crush a part of the ship. The strands that appear on the 3rd turn in between the 5 must be destroyed, or it fully binds and destroys that part. And destroying the strands wound the whale, but release mermaids that must be fought while dealing with the next strands of the whale until the whale flees or it's killed. Such a fun idea.
Interesting.
Yeah. But no, this was so awesome, everyone. Thank you also for joining me, Jaka, and for letting me join you.
Absolutely. It is always a lot more fun taking on this stuff with someone else to talk to instead of just yapping to the camera. So.
Absolutely agreed. No, I feel the same and I love getting to yap with you two. And congrats on beating Rufo Ozerov. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Listen, it's not cheating. It's not cheating. It's there for a reason.
Yeah, it's not cheating to use the tools the game has given you.
Exactly. Let's go see who we are gonna go raid out to and give some love today. You know what? Let's go give some love over to... You know who I haven't raided into in a bit? I haven't raided into I in a bit. So we're gonna go give some love over to I. Go support. Go give him some love, everyone, because he deserves it. He's super sweet. Let's get ready to go. Let's get ready to raid. Reminder to go support Jaka Fang because they are incredible and awesome. And off we go.
Bye-bye, everyone. My stream will just disappear instead of raiding because YouTube doesn't really do that. But see you all next time. Hopefully I'll get like a Mirror Dungeon stream up soon or something like that. So bye-bye.
All right, I stopped my stream.
Yep, my stream should